disciplined lockdown game. But now you're going up against Ike.
Yeah,
and Ike is the blow you up, one of the blow you up characters with like this one move.
The spacing that's going to be required from Chewie, it cannot be understated how important it will be for Chewie to keep the exact distance that they need to get hits and no less, really. Now, good combo game to start out from Chewie, being very wary of that Aether, as well they should, because you know what? Even if you think you dashed away, you never know. That tail could just wind up in the way of things, and that just derails your entire neutral game.
Yeah, and like you even see there, that like Chewie didn't even really try to like pressure Yez's shield there, but just like going near the shield, Yez was able to find the up B because Mewtwo's just that big.
You know, Mewtwo being such a big target, and I mean weighing in, what is it, like 8th, 7th?
Pretty low.
Character in the game?
Pretty low, yeah.
Yeah, like the same weight. I remember the same weight as Pikachu, Olimar, like that. But it's real low, like lower than you would think. But I mean, what is it that you make of it if you're Chewie, make of this situation? Because you're trying to rush in, but Yez now has all the confidence in the world to just kind of swing the sword and invalidate you. Back throw, almost killing, but not finding the mark. And now you can't play neutral.
Oh, okay. That was super lucky that he caught that. Yez was caught jumping back there. Otherwise, that we might be at a 3-1 stock advantage right now. Now, the one thing, I mean, you were asking like, how does Chewie play this? I think I like how Chewie's deciding to, which is just like be as fast as you possibly can. Like, there is no wasted time here. Even if they're standing still, they're charging Shadow Ball. If they have an idea, they're acting on it instantly, and like the execution actually from Chewie here is incredibly precise and incredibly tight here.
Ooh, gets the damage, and it's about as even as it can be, but that is that back air is the great equalizer.
So, I mean, like, it's hard to, there's been so many little things that Chewie has done, it's hard to point out one thing specifically, but just everything, the movement, and like, when they go for a play, everything, there's no wasted effort, there's no wasted frames. Like right there, like the pressure, the offense there is so fast, there's so many moves coming out there. Eventually, like, freezing Yez on that platform in shield and catching him jumping out with the up air. It's a lot of damage to have to do to get a KO, but is this going to be a Shadow Ball? Okay. Oh, okay. Hasn't really been able to connect with a Shadow Ball to high value. Oh, no! That's damage you can't afford to take.
Good ledge guarding. Trying to make their way back in. Chewie tantalizingly close to a game 1 victory against greater odds than really the game should allow, but missing on the Shadow Ball. Yez finds the gap and connects with the back air. Are they going to let Chewie play the game? Wisdom says no, but Chewie might just say yes.
Both players playing super, super careful right now. Mewtwo has the power to put this game away right now, but so does Ike. It's like, yeah.
Finding the gap between that Shadow Ball and Mewtwo is so crucial. Yez successfully did so twice in a row, and that was the difference in that game 1.
And you know, it really, like, as good as Chewie's execution was moving with Mewtwo, we have to talk about Yez's execution related to spacing. Like, spacing around Mewtwo, like, as big as Mewtwo's hurt boxes, he also has a really long tail. He has really big hitboxes. They cover a lot of range. And Yez is being able to space around Nair. He's being able to space around Shadow Ball, which is huge. That's big damage that you can't afford to take as Ike. And that is really one of the biggest differences in this set so far.
Yeah, I mean, you think about it, there's just so much that Mewtwo has to contend with. I mean, your buttons are just ever so slightly faster. At least your tilt, not even your jab, just the things with which you can poke maybe you
Yeah.
can follow up on that. And luckily, Chewie does have the wherewithal and the awareness to get that. What? It's a relatively quick forward air, like relatively quick because
frame
everything.
6. For Mewtwo? For Mewtwo, I believe frame 6.
It's somewhere around that range. Yeah, you could count them out if you want, but I'll actually look that up. But either way,
I got
Small
it.
Battlefield, game number 2. And not a bad stage, but again, I feel like if you're Chewie, you're getting batted around just a little bit much. You might want to give yourself just a little bit of space and maybe give Yez some time to second guess themselves in terms of how they want to approach this thing.
Possibly, yeah. I mean, it's tough. Yeah. Oh, it didn't. Maybe could have released it there, and wow. With no hesitation, just coming down with that backer to take that first stock, and now getting a lot of free damage.
Frame 7, by the way, you were very close.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's more or less exactly a 1 frame distance.
It feels like frame 6 with how fast Chewie's using it.
It really does. I mean, that just goes to show how aggressive they have been with their charging in. The utilization of Shadow Ball, the timing is going to be super crucial, and that up throw going to take the first stock finally for Chewie. I say finally, it hasn't really been all that long, but yeah, Chewie immediately going on the offense, pushing the pedal to the metal, and not showing any discourse, certainly no remorse. Nothing to be expected from the Ultimate Life Form.
And this is where you see why, like, oh, right. Like, as much fun as it is to hit Mewtwo, like, he does something like that to you, Mewtwo's damage output is among the highest and fastest in the game. Just because of how well the aerials and tilts combo into each other, and then he can just pull stuff out like that. Like, this is completely different. This is a completely different game, and it's close to being a completely different set. But Super Armor might have something to say about that, and Ike with Max Rage might have something to say about that.
Oh my god!
This is where you have to watch out for Ike's straight hit kill power. This is exactly where it is.
Yeah, this is where if you get nared, you die. But this Ike's way, I mean, how does Ike weigh more than the Ultimate Life Form? I'm not sure, but you just got grabbed and killed for it. This is the opening that Chewie absolutely needs to take advantage of.
Yes, like this is. You got all that rage off the board. You can maybe take a couple of strong hits. Probably, I mean, Mewtwo's probably sitting at kill percent now, but you have to get some big damage. You have to get another one of those nair, down tilt, forward air, up air, you know, get creative. But you have to get something.
Yeah, sitting at 115. Yez, however, realizing the situation that they are in, slowing the game down, making Chewie force themselves into a situation. You're sitting at 127%. Yez played that perfectly. Chewie not able to capitalize, and even though they're able to shield on that Aether, that is a small consolation for the opportunity that they let slip.
Falling with the nair, but again, the armor is such a huge X factor for Ike. And this side B too, he's using it really aggressively.
Yeah, and Chewie.
Okay, yeah, Chewie, you can get a lot off his.
Shadow Ball looking for the mark, but Yez decides to go parallel to the stage for the recovery, and you're kind of forced to at that situation. Chewie not really able to follow up, so I get it. But
now
I have to.
Shadow Ball starting to pile up here.
Yeah, sitting at triple digits now, so Yez not necessarily in the best situation, but you have that sword, and that is the great equalizer. Yez hacking and slashing their way into top 8.
Out of nowhere. Like truly. That is not, like, you don't think of Ike as a particularly